I've made serious assertions against Emerson Hospital in Concord, Massachusetts regarding Mama's death on September 3rd, 2021 at 9:54 p.m. I assert that Emerson Hospital acted with reckless disregard and depraved indifference to Mama's life, intentionally, with forethought, killed Mama, colluded and conspired to cover up Mama's death, violated Mama's civil rights. These are serious assertions, yet I've been fighting with the corrupt Massachusetts Department of Public Health for almost a year to investigate Mama's death. Dr. Robbie Goldstein, Commissioner of the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, and its Secretary of Health and Human Services, Kate Walsh, both appointed by Governor Maura Healey, stubbornly refuse to investigate Mama's death at Emerson Hospital. Governor Healey refuses to oversee the Department of Public Health, so corruption runs rampant. Who is blocking the Department of Public Health's investigation of Mama's death at Emerson Hospital? Firstly, merit must be considered. This American Heart Association graphic shows blood pressure categories with increasing urgency from normal, elevated, hypertension stage 1, hypertension stage 2, to a hypertensive crisis. A hypertensive crisis is a systolic blood pressure higher than 180 milliliters of mercury. When this occurs, the American Heart Association urges the public to consult their doctor immediately. Emerson Hospital raised Mama's systolic blood pressure from 133 to 272 for over 9 hours. Emerson Hospital put Mama in a hypertensive crisis, which killed Mama. Emerson Hospital hid this information from me. It took me over a year after Mama's death to uncover Emerson Hospital's evil secret. I kept Mama on life support for 27 days while I waited for Mama to get better. But Mama was never going to get better, and Emerson Hospital knew this. If Emerson Hospital told the truth, I would not have kept Mama on life support for so long. Emerson Hospital, the affiliate hospital of the prestigious Massachusetts General Hospital, continues to lie and evade the truth, while Massachusetts General Hospital conveniently ignores its wrongdoing. There are no words to describe the torture Emerson Hospital is putting us through. Mama's case has merit, yet the corrupt Massachusetts Department of Public Health still refuses to investigate Mama's death at Emerson Hospital. I have a series on my YouTube channel called The Cover-Up of Mama's Death. I recently released Part 5. Part 5 is a 49-minute video that details Emerson Hospital's horrific behavior. It took over 4 excruciating months to tape and edit Part 5. Part 5 juxtaposes Mama's medical records against Emerson Hospital's evil timeline. It explains the evil plan Emerson Hospital devised, perhaps with help from Emerson Hospital CEO Christine Schuster and the senior leadership team, to cover up Mama's death. It also explains how the cover-up was executed. Part 5 details how Emerson Hospital intentionally, with forethought, withheld medical care to conceal the circumstances of Mama's serious injury and subsequent death. There's an adage in medicine that says, if it's not written down, it didn't happen. Emerson Hospital failed to render life-saving care so they would not have to record Mama's astronomical systolic blood pressure in Mama's medical records. Emerson Hospital didn't know if a TPA would save Mama's life or if Mama's systolic blood pressure needed to be reduced by other drastic measures, and Emerson Hospital didn't care. Emerson Hospital was willing to let Mama die to bury their evil secret, and that's precisely what happened. Emerson Hospital only took Mama's systolic blood pressure from her femoral artery because I forced them to. Can you imagine me, an electrical engineer, forcing a CCU doctor to do his job? Part 5 explains how Emerson Hospital colluded and conspired to conceal what happened in the operating room. Emerson Hospital lied in the CCU family meeting. At least 6 doctors and 1 CCU nurse were complicit in the cover up. Part 5 details how Emerson Hospital callously and mercilessly watched Mama die while they were busy covering up Mama's death. I'm going to repeat what I just said because it is horrific. Part 5 details how Emerson Hospital callously and mercilessly watched Mama die while they covered up Mama's death. These doctors did not provide life-saving care. I have Mama's medical records. I was at the hospital the entire time, but Emerson Hospital wouldn't allow me to see Mama. Mama was alone in room 404, dying, and I wasn't allowed to be by her side and hold her hand. I wasn't allowed to see Mama because Emerson Hospital was scheming and planning the cover-up, perhaps with help from CEO Christine Schuster. The depths of CEO Christine Schuster and Emerson Hospital's evilness are unlimited. I've made horrendous assertions against Emerson Hospital, and I stand by them. I urge you to watch Part 5 until the end. Be forewarned, it is a heart-wrenching video, but evil, especially evil in healthcare, where transparency and trust are paramount, must be exposed. Mama's story gets worse. In Part 6, I'll reveal how even more doctors are joining the cover-up and lying about what happened in the operating room. Mama's Massachusetts General Hospital doctor buckled under Emerson Hospital's pressure and joined the white wall of silence. All Emerson Hospital had to do was tell the truth. If Emerson Hospital had told the truth, they would have gotten cussed out, most likely more than once, but there would not have been a 27days.com website, a 27 Days YouTube channel, a change.org petition, and protests. Mama's case has merit, yet the corrupt Massachusetts Department of Public Health still refuses to investigate Mama's death at Emerson Hospital. Why? Someone or some entity is blocking the investigation. Who could it be? I'm an engineer, so you know exactly what I did. I started plotting everyone directly or peripherally involved in Mama's death to figure out who was blocking the investigation. I started with Emerson Hospital. Law enforcement has a blue wall of silence, and medicine has a white wall of silence. This is Emerson Hospital's white wall of silence, proudly led by CEO Christine Schuster. This is the partial list of the senior leadership team, including everyone with a nursing or medical degree. Astonishingly, the senior leadership team's white wall of silence includes 2 doctors, Dr. Craig L. Best and Dr. Barrett Kitch, board certified in critical care medicine. I struggle knowing 2 doctors at Emerson Hospital support the white wall of silence. Neither Dr. Craig L. Best nor Dr. Barrett Kitch, board certified in critical care medicine, deserve the salutation doctor in front of their names. I only do it out of respect for Mama. This team tried their best to prevent me from discovering the truth about Mama's death, but I knew something wasn't right. Emerson Hospital has a lot to lose if Mama's death is investigated. I believe the cover-up started in the operating room before Mama was transferred to the CCU. If this is true, the scope of the cover-up extends beyond 6 doctors and 1 CCU nurse. I don't believe Mama's death is the first death Emerson Hospital has covered up. Although Emerson Hospital has the most to lose, a question arises: is Emerson Hospital powerful enough and influential enough to block the Massachusetts Department of Public Health from investigating Mama's death? Maybe. Next, I looked at the Massachusetts Department of Public Health. Governor Healey appointed Robbie Goldstein, MD, Massachusetts Department of Public Health Commissioner. The Massachusetts Department of Public Health's role is clearly defined on its website. The website says, in addition to other responsibilities, DPH also assesses the quality and safety of healthcare facilities and services, and we oversee the integrity and competency of healthcare professions. Given the Department of Public Health's mission, why is the Department of Public Health uninterested in Emerson Hospital killing Mama and at least 6 doctors and 1 CCU nurse covering it up? It is indisputable that Emerson Hospital covered up Mama's death. Dr. Goldstein oversees a workforce of over 3,200 employees. With 3,200 employees, Dr. Goldstein could easily find 25 people to drive from Boston to Concord to investigate Mama's death if he wanted to. But he doesn't. Why? Dr. Robbie Goldstein is incompetent if he believes no harm would come to Mama by raising her systolic blood pressure to 272 for over 9 hours, and he is corrupt by not investigating Mama's death. I strongly feel something else more sinister is happening. There are more secrets that I have not uncovered. Governor Healey also appointed Kate Walsh as Secretary of Health and Human Services. Robbie Goldstein works directly for Kate Walsh, and she is just as tone deaf as Robbie Goldstein. Next, I looked at Governor Maura Healey and her role in the cover up of Mama's death. Governor Healey was elected governor of Massachusetts in 2022. I want to highlight 2 things on Governor Healey's profile on mass.gov, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts official website. Number 1, Governor Healey served 2 terms as Massachusetts Attorney General, first elected in 2014 and then re-elected in 2018. Number 2, the mass.gov website says earlier in her career, Healey was a litigation partner at an international law firm. Governor Healey, a former Massachusetts Attorney General, understands precisely what it means when I say that Emerson Hospital acted with reckless disregard and depraved indifference to Mama's life. This is a serious matter, yet Governor Healey remains tone deaf. My message to Governor Healey is this: don't play games with me. Governor Healey, if Emerson Hospital raised your Mama's systolic blood pressure from 133 to 272 for over 9 hours, smirked about it, lied about it, and 6 doctors and 1 CCU nurse covered it up, you would be the loudest advocate for the Massachusetts Department of Public Health to investigate your Mama's death. But since it's my Mama, you don't care. That doesn't work for me, Governor Healey. I now have a Change.org petition to demand that the Massachusetts Department of Public Health investigate Mama's death. Governor Maura Healey and Dr. Robbie Goldstein are the decision makers. I deliver the signatures to Governor Healey in batches of 100. After every 100 signatures, I print out the list of signees and take them to the governor's office. One of Governor Healey's aides obligatorily nods and makes sad facial gestures as I tell Mama's story each time, and they diligently scribble something in their spiral-bound notebooks. The aides ask for my name and phone number as if someone would call me. No one ever has. I've made 7 trips to the governor's office, and I will make trip number 8 with the 800 signatures. So the governor is aware of Mama's death at Emerson Hospital and my insistence on an investigation, and yet there's continued inaction. Despite indisputable merit, neither Governor Maura Healey, Commissioner Robbie Goldstein, nor Secretary Walsh are interested in investigating Mama's death at Emerson Hospital. The question is, why? And the answer is, I don't know. But Governor Healey is strongly incentivized to ensure the cover-up is never unraveled. I'll explain. Getting to my point will take a few minutes, so stay with me. I've been closely following Steward Healthcare's bankruptcy and the fate of the two hospitals closing in Massachusetts, including Kearney Hospital in Dorchester and Neshoba Valley Medical Center in Ayer. Interestingly, the same pattern of tone deafness exists with Governor Healey with the closing of Neshoba Valley Medical Center and Mama's case. I believe there is a linkage. Again, Neshoba Valley Medical Center in Ayer was part of Steward Healthcare, which filed for bankruptcy. Sadly, the hospital closed on August 31st, 2024. Many residents in Ayer and the surrounding towns accused Governor Healey and Robbie Goldstein of being tone deaf to the hospital's closing. Here's a news clip from Channel 5 about Neshoba Valley Medical Center closing.
This morning, local leaders out here in the Neshoba Valley held a press conference detailing all the consequences they say will happen if this hospital is allowed to close.
Shame on Steward. Shame on Ralph De La Torre. Shame on a healthcare system that puts profit above people.
Anger in Ayer over the proposed plan to close Neshoba Valley Medical Center on August 31st.
The ripple effect of this closure will impact the entire Commonwealth.
This morning, local leaders from Fitchburg, Marlborough, Pepperell, and other communities called on the Commonwealth and specifically the Healey administration to act after Steward Healthcare announced they did not receive qualified bids for Neshoba or Kearney Hospital in Dorchester.
I want to call on Governor Healey to enforce the 120-day Department of Public Health regulation that there are 120 days before any medical facility can close in Massachusetts. Governor Healey needs to issue this statement today.
Is receivership a possibility?
Look, Steward, it's Steward's decision to close these hospitals. There's nothing that the state can do, that I can do, that I have the power to do to keep that from happening.
That was Governor Healey's answer yesterday to News Center 5's Charmin Sacchetti, but today's pointed questions came from Audra Sprague, a registered nurse in the emergency department at Neshoba Valley for the past 17 years.
Governor Healey, 1. If Neshoba were to obtain a qualified bidder, would the Commonwealth provide any financial support for this institution? 2. Why did the 6 other hospitals that are being continued to stay open have infrastructure built in with support from the Commonwealth, but not Neshoba Valley Medical Center? 3. Is access to health care less important for the rural community of Neshoba Valley?
That panel included Senator Jamie Eldridge, Representative Margaret Scarsdale, and other politicians. I had Senator Eldridge come to the House a few months ago, and I briefed him on Mama's case. Notice who wasn't attending that jam-packed meeting: Governor Healey and Robbie Goldstein. A U.S. Senate committee voted unanimously to hold Steward Healthcare CEO Ralph De La Torre in civil and criminal contempt of Congress. So this is huge news, and the hospital closures have vast interest and implications in Massachusetts. Now let's tie everything together. What is the link between Neshoba Valley Medical Center closing and blocking the investigation of Mama's death at the Department of Public Health? A different, more informative question is, who would benefit if Neshoba Valley Medical Center closed? There are 2 primary beneficiaries: UMass Memorial Health in Leominster and Emerson Hospital. The last thing Governor Healey and Emerson Hospital CEO Christine Schuster want is for there to be an investigation into Mama's death and its cover-up at Emerson Hospital, when Emerson Hospital is one of the alternate hospitals where Neshoba Valley Medical Center patients would go. The community consensus is that Governor Healey didn't exert much effort, some even say she didn't exert any effort, into keeping Neshoba Valley Medical Center open. Governor Healey doesn't want the public to say that she should have done more to keep Neshoba Valley Medical Center open, especially since the alternate hospital that she wants the public to use has an active death and cover-up investigation underway. Is Governor Healey blocking Robbie Goldstein from investigating Mama's death at Emerson Hospital? Governor Healey has a solid motive to do everything in her power to block the Department of Public Health from investigating Mama's death at Emerson Hospital, and she certainly has the opportunity. After all, she is the one overseeing the Department of Public Health. Who else could be blocking the investigation of Mama's death at the Department of Public Health? There's a silent entity lurking in the background of these smiling faces. That entity has more than $1 billion in research operations. It stands as the largest hospital-based research program in NIH funding. That entity is recognized as a top hospital on the U.S. News & World Report Best Hospital Honor Roll for 2024-2025. That silent, well-funded, well-connected, powerful entity is Massachusetts General Hospital. Is MGH blocking the investigation of Mama's death? These are the two presidents at Massachusetts General Hospital, Dr. David Brown and Dr. Marcella DeCarmen. Doctors Brown and DeCarmen have been on every letter I sent to Emerson Hospital and the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, yet they remain silent in the background. That's not the behavior of a top-ranked hospital in the nation. Massachusetts General Hospital knows what is happening at its evil affiliate hospital, but looks the other way. Mama's doctors were at Emerson Hospital and MGH. I will not allow MGH to brag on its website that it is a top hospital in the nation while it turns a blind eye and ignores the despicable behavior of Emerson Hospital. Let's look at the MGH link closer. Emerson Hospital is affiliated with MGH. Dr. Barrett Kitch, board certified in critical care medicine, is on the Emerson Hospital senior leadership team. Dr. Kitch received his master's degree in public health from the Harvard School of Public Health. He completed his internship and residency at Massachusetts General Hospital. Another link to MGH. In an upcoming video, you'll hear about Mama's MGH doctor who consulted in the Emerson Hospital Emergency Department on August 6, 2021. Another link to MGH. Mama's MGH doctor buckled under Emerson Hospital's pressure and joined their white wall of silence. But what if I'm wrong? What if Mama's Massachusetts General Hospital doctor buckled under the pressure of Dr. David Brown and Dr. Marcella DeCarmen at Massachusetts General Hospital to protect their corrupt affiliate hospital? Does Robbie Goldstein have a link to MGH? The Mass.gov website says he completed his residency training in internal medicine at Massachusetts General Hospital, where he served as chief resident. Another link to MGH. Let's look at Kate Walsh. The Mass.gov website says Walsh previously served as executive vice president and chief operating officer of Brigham and Women's Hospital, chief operating officer for Novartis Institute for Biomedical Research, and senior vice president of medical services in the MGH Cancer Center at Massachusetts General Hospital. Another link to MGH. I'm starting to wonder if the influential, powerful, well-funded, politically connected Massachusetts General Hospital is lurking in the background and controlling the cover-up of Mama's death at Emerson Hospital and calling the shots to block the investigation. Doctors David Brown and Marcella DeCarmen, presidents at the prestigious top-ranked Massachusetts General Hospital, what happened to Mama when Emerson Hospital raised her systolic blood pressure from 133 to 272 for over 9 hours? Doctors David Brown and Marcella DeCarmen, presidents at the prestigious top-ranked Massachusetts General Hospital, how would you feel if Emerson Hospital raised your mama's systolic blood pressure from 133 to 272 for over 9 hours, smirked about it, lied about it, and 6 doctors and 1 CCU nurse covered it up? Doctors David Brown and Marcella DeCarmen, presidents at the prestigious top-ranked Massachusetts General Hospital, do you recall your medical training on a hypertensive crisis? Or do you also have amnesia like your corrupt affiliate hospital and Dr. Robbie Goldstein? Is MGH blocking the investigation of Mama's death at Emerson Hospital? It's very possible. I'm going to repeat my assertions. I assert that Emerson Hospital acted with reckless disregard and depraved indifference to Mama's life, intentionally, with forethought, killed Mama, colluded and conspired to cover up Mama's death, violated Mama's civil rights. I have a message for Dr. David Brown and Dr. Marcella DeCarmen, presidents of Massachusetts General Hospital, Dr. Robbie Goldstein and Kate Walsh from the corrupt Massachusetts Department of Public Health, Governor Maura Healey, who fails to provide oversight of the corrupt Massachusetts Department of Public Health, and the Emerson Hospital Just Culture, strike that. The Emerson Hospital Just Cover It Up team, proudly led by CEO Christine Schuster, and includes Christy Barney, Dr. Craig L. Best, Dr. Barrett Kitch, board certified in critical care medicine, and Mark Manfelt. Mama died a horrific death at the hands of Emerson Hospital, and Emerson Hospital thinks it's funny. There was nothing funny about burying Mama on September 18th, 2021 at 10:30 a.m. I haven't even started the grieving process. I'm too busy uncovering the cover-up of Mama's death. I believe one of you or multiple individuals are conspiring to block the investigation of Mama's death at the Massachusetts Department of Public Health. You can join my fight to get justice for Mama or continue supporting Emerson Hospital's corruption. It's your choice. But know this, I'm fighting for Mama. No one will help me, but I am undeterred. I will take on all of you on Mama's behalf. And if Dr. Ann Kabansky of Mass General Brigham wants the cover for the Look the Other Way Massachusetts General Hospital, I will take on Mass General Brigham too. Mama's life mattered. There is no date you can circle on your calendars after which you can breathe a sigh of relief. There is no date you can circle on your calendars after which you can awkwardly dance down the hallways singing Oh Happy Day off tune. I'm tired. I'm tired of the last thing I think about before I go to sleep, and the first thing I think of when I wake up is, what happened to Mama? I'm tired of not being able to sleep through the night. I'm tired of Emerson Hospital and the Massachusetts Department of Public Health telling me there's nothing wrong with raising Mama's systolic blood pressure from 133 to 272 for over 9 hours. I'm tired of Emerson Hospital peeing on my leg and telling me it's raining. I'm tired, but I will never be too tired to fight for Mama. I will relentlessly pursue Mama's death at Emerson Hospital. I won't stop until I have unraveled the cover-up and all its secrets and finally answer the question that haunts me. What happened to Mama? Dr. Robbie Goldstein is the corrupt Massachusetts Department of Public Health Commissioner. I'm sure everyone has Dr. Robbie Goldstein's cell number on their phones. One of you needs to start using your common sense and call Robbie and tell him to investigate Mama's death. Someone better call Robbie. What's done in the dark will come to light.